Did you ever want to create realistic clothes in Clo3D? This is Denim, and I will show you how to add washes, stitches, and shadows to your garments to make them very realistic and, apply for a job if you want for this category. Let's get started. Let's go to my denim. I'll just use the internal rectangle. Okay, let's place it. Yes, so on the knees, you always have these washes for denim. So I'm trying to select this. I'm going to trace this pattern, going to fabric, washing textures. Let's get the scraping one. And also, maybe I can choose different ones also. Also, don't worry to create a separate fabric. Let's desaturate. I'm going to use this grayish white and okay, it looks good. But now I'm going to use the texture tool like this and just place only one in the middle. Okay, so now we have a very chalky texture. What we do next, we'll go to opacity on the right side, and just diminish it to maybe 16, 17 and place it on top of your fabric. So it can't be too noticeable because then it would look realistic. Okay, now I'm going to focus on the side. I'm just going to click on the outer seam with my editing tool and offset this internal line. And I'm going to create this separate little pattern that I can superimpose over and select from hardware and trims. I can go to stitches and just select the stitching part, and I'm going to make this a little bigger. All right, now I want to create the same thing for the sleeve. So if you go under hardware and trim to puckering, you can just download all these puckering effects. And then after you download the one that you want, you can just select it. You drag it to the piece that you want to put it on. And then you can enlarge it. You can make it bigger. Let me see how this one looks. Okay, let's make this bigger and also see how it looks. You can always use the opacity tool to tone down reflection on it, and you can see it looks more natural this way. Then I can copy and paste and just continue my pattern idea. Then I chose another one. Look, this one I think looks a little bit more realistic. And I'm going with the opacity down as well. So after I'm done with the sleeves, and I'm tweaking the sleeves here, I'm going to go forward and move to the front of the jacket. So I'm using, from washing textures, I'm just using different options that I can download and just see how they look on my garment. Let's see this one that's called Moustache. So if you lower the opacity, it kind of looks like this. But maybe not. I'm going to use the same one I used before. So I created some internal lines and I cut my front and back into smaller pieces, like how would a denim jacket would look like. And now I'm adding different washes or puckering effect to the stitches or to the seams, like this. And this makes the garment realistic when you can actually, see the puckering and the stitches where the sewing would be. So you can even manipulate this in 3D to make it look real. I think I'm pretty happy with this part. So it is time consuming. You just have to, it's kind of trial and error. You just go on each side and see what works. So here I'm just going to speed up a little bit the process since you get the idea now. And the same, I just add different washes and stitches. And that's it. Now I am going to wrap this jacket around the waist to basically make it very similar to my target look. All right, this is it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.